From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A live look at exact Track 4D radar. The forewarned weather team tracking snow moving through the area again. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin Skillian tonight. Forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams has been tracking the forecast throughout the day. She joins us now with a look at the current conditions. Hey, Kim.
Well, this is the last of it. We'll get this through here in the next couple of hours, and then we'll look forward to a dry weekend. But if you are headed out tonight, if you work a shift, an overnight shift, and you need to travel, just know that the roads are now getting slippery. They're all glazed over, temps are below freezing, and they are snow covered once again. It's not as heavy as it was this morning, but it is putting down a coating of snow in Romeo, Richmond, New Haven, Macomb, Utica, Rochester Hills, Troy, right along I-75 out by Somerset Mall, getting a light snow shower now. Same in Southfield. Farmington Hills, a few flurries there. Northville, Plymouth, Livonia. And now the snow has spread into the downtown Detroit area. Again, it's very, very light, but it's enough to where there's a glaze on the roads, making them a little bit slippery. And then the secondary roads that haven't been treated are still covered with that slush that's starting to freeze. So winter weather advisory continues here for the next hour until midnight tonight for Livingston, Oakland, and Macomb counties up into the thumb. Right now, temps are below freezing, so that's why roads are getting a little icy tonight. We'll talk about the weekend forecast and some warmer weather headed the way for next week. We'll talk about it all coming up.
Right now, investigators are piecing together what led to a 60-year-old man being shot and killed in Inkster tonight.
It happened on Stanford Street. Let's get right to Mara McDonald. She's live at the Inkster Police Department. Mara, what do we know?
Well, for starters, Kimberly, I can tell you when I was in the neighborhood, neighbors were absolutely shocked to see a woman who lives in that house come out like this with her hands up. Inkster police and MSP blanketing the street. At first, neighbors didn't think this was anything violent.
Automatically, I just thought it was maybe electrical because we did have a power outage not too long ago and snow has been here. So I didn't think nothing of it.
But it became abundantly clear something had gone terribly wrong in the house when they saw the young woman who lives there walk out towards police.
But then when I saw her exactly come out with her hands up like this, and then I saw the police cross, do not cross, I just knew. I smelled death.
Neighbors say the people living in that home hadn't been there very long, maybe a year. A man in his 60s and a younger woman and a younger man. Fights could be heard, yelling and cars peeling off from the driveway. Late today, nobody heard any shots, but they did last night, which makes them wonder whether the man shot and killed inside this home has been dead for more than 24 hours. Back here live, we are awaiting an update from the Inkster PD at this hour. Neighbors over there really shaken up by what's happened this evening. We are live in Inkster tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, thank you. In a Local 4 News update, a judge halts the demolition of a historic elementary school in Keego Harbor. A judge has ordered the West Bloomfield School District to stop plans to demolish Roosevelt Elementary School in Keego Harbor. The judge issued a restraining order today against the school district, saying it's prohibited from taking any further action to tear down the school and must maintain the 104-year-old building in its current condition.
A property owner will be allowed to reopen a liquor store at a site the community's been calling a nuisance. Now, neighbors launched a petition against this property at the corner of Grand River and Lasser. Neighbors complained the last liquor store operating there was a haven for illegal activity until it shut down. Attorneys for the property owner blamed those issues on a former problem tenant. During a hearing today, they convinced the court they've been working with the city's building inspector to clean up the site and secure a liquor license. The court found there wasn't enough evidence from the city's attorney to put a land revocation order in place. Well, Kate, the Princess of Wales, announced today she has cancer.
It comes after months of speculation about her whereabouts and her health after having abdominal surgery in January. She revealed that she's recovering well from that, but now needs to undergo treatment for cancer.
The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family.
Kate is 42 years old. She did not say what type of cancer she's battling. The princess asks for space and privacy as she undergoes chemotherapy and focuses on healing and her family. We are, of course, wishing her all the best.
Well, time is ticking on Capitol Hill. Will a government shutdown become reality, or can the Senate approve a vote to pass a bill to prevent one? The House has already voted to pass the $1.2 trillion government funding bill. It's now up to the Senate to greenlight a vote to pass the bill before midnight. The bill will fund the Departments of Homeland Security, State, Labor, Defense, and other agencies. President Biden has already said he'll sign that bill.
A stretch of I94 is closed right now in downtown Detroit. Both sides of the freeway are closed between the Lodge and I-75. Crews are putting in beams on the Cass Avenue Bridge. There will be one lane open on eastbound I-94 for local traffic to access north and southbound M10. The closure does include all ramps. Everything, though, should be back open Monday at 5 a.m. All the details are posted on clickondetroit.com. Oakland University's basketball team is in the national spotlight after last night's upset win over Kentucky.
Yeah, the team is preparing for tomorrow night's game, and that includes one super fan who's been cheering them on for decades. Jacqueline Francis has the story.
Dr. Barry Winkler is a fixture at OU. He's got a bench right here on campus. He's also got an honorary spot on the men's basketball team. He didn't just get that by bringing the team Timbits to practice, although he is known to do that, as their bond goes much deper than donuts.
Big one right here to make this a 7-point game.
There's a member of the Oakland University basketball team who's not on the roster or the sidelines, but in the stands.
Yes, that is the shot that was on TV that went around the world.
Not just at games, but at practice too.
I would say 95% of the time, I'm the only person in the gym unaffiliated with the team during the practice from 10 to 12. And frankly, I kind of like that.
His unfettered access came easy. Dr. Barry Winkler, who played college basketball himself, joined Oakland University as a professor in 1971. The basketball program was in its early years, and so he introduced himself to the coach, just as he did when head coach Greg Kampe arrived in 1984.
I might give a few tips to the players. I never do it when Greg's near me.
In his retirement, Winkler has become more involved with the team, even traveling to away games with the players.
Barry, you part of us. Come on, Barry.
He was there when they won the conference championship, punching their ticket to March Madness.
The celebration afterwards, I can't imagine it being better if the team won a national championship.
He'll be there at Saturday's game, coaching from the stands.
Golke, continue to fire up. Lampman, continue to fire up. Trey, keep driving with your head down, keep that elbow in the other person's belly and keep doing it. Chris, trust your shot. Isaiah, keep being the type of player you are where you know the court, don't change. Rocket, just keep pushing the ball to the basket, and when you want to take that jump shot, go for it.
Oakland University will take on NC State Saturday. Tip-off is at 7:10. Reporting in Rochester, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.